My exclusive interview with JPMorgan Chase Chairman and CEO Jamie Dimon. We began with the breaking news last night. Two big promotions at the nation's largest bank. Watch. First, let me get to the breaking news of the night. You are naming a new CFO. You're promoting Marianne Lake to now the CEO of the consumer lending business. Why the changes?
Yeah, so we think about these things way ahead of time, and we want to move people around and get them different skills. But I'm bursting with pride over those two. Marianne Lake, is just an exceptional CFO, brain power, character, capability. She's moving on to be a direct line lender of all consumer lending, credit card, mortgage, and auto. And Jen Peepsack, who's not as well known, was the CEO of Credit Card. She has been in the financial function all over the company, and she's become the new CFO. And like Marianne, she's got character and talent and brains, and is trusted by people. So it's a wonderful thing to move people around. It's fun for them. Marianne's been in the job for a while, so that's why we did it.
Are you setting up your succession plan with this?
This is not specifically. I mean, I always tell people on my operating committee, the 10 or 12 people report to me, there are a lot of them who can become a successor. But it is very important, if you were on my board, to say, move people around. Give them different experiences. See what they're really good at. And so I think it is part of succession planning that you're going to see us moving people around, trying something different. We've already given a lot of people in the operating committee basically responsibilities across the company. Obviously with Daniel and Gordon becoming co-presidents, but Mary Erdos has been doing more, Doug Petno has been doing more. They've all been getting more involved in almost everything we're doing. The operating committee gets involved in most major decisions.
Actually, before I came here, I was going to ask you about some of your stars, because Wells Fargo is trying to put a new CEO in place on a permanent basis, and I was wondering if you were worried that they were going to poach your stars.
Well, if I were them, I'd be looking for the best people in the world, and I think we've got some of them. So, of course, I always worry that we're at risk of losing some people because they get a better opportunity somewhere. So, yeah, it's always been in my mind.
And in terms of the consumer lending business and this new experience for Marianne Lake, does it round her experience out after so many years as CFO?
Yeah, it's a huge line job. We are responsible. She had huge responsibilities, but this is slightly different. And obviously you focus on the consumer side, but you're kind of on the line. You're the CEO of a huge business, making direct decisions, and she's looking forward to it. Marianne wanted, say, of course we've been talking for a while. Do you want a new opportunity? Where should it be? And she and Gordon are great partners. She knows the investment bank quite well already, so this is kind of a natural thing to do.
Would her position...
And if you look at debit card, credit card, payment systems, digital systems, they are a critical part of the future of this company.
How have those businesses been doing, Jamie?
They've been doing well. Mortgage is volatile. Mortgage has a whole bunch of issues, not because of us, but just because of just a huge amount of pressure in the mortgage business. But auto, we've been doing great, and we have been for quite a while. And credit card is, we've built over time. That Gordon, wasn't me, and then Gordon hired a lot of people, built, one of the best credit card companies. And I'm sure a lot of you all have our credit cards, and we have a lot more good stuff coming. In fact, I was reviewing some of it today, where you're going to be able to do things in credit scores and education. They're going to be unbelievable. I
want to talk to you about that, because I know you've been instituting a lot of technology as well. Yeah. But let's talk about why we're here in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah. Tonight, you've got a $500 million program, and you've chosen 5 cities that you're going to be giving $3 million each over 5 years. Yeah. Tell us why you chose these cities and Louisville.
Yeah, I'll tell you that. Now, then there's a bigger story here. So Louisville, we're a big bank here. So we're a big bank in a lot of countries, a lot of cities around the world, but this particular program is kind of a competition. We asked 200 communities to say, what can we do to help you and what can you do to help us? And our experience has been it only works. It only really works if local government, think of the mayor, the schools, civic society, think of we here at Metro United Way, and business leaders come together and say, here's what we want to do for our community. So a lot of communities need help. So we're a big bank here. They filled out the RFP competition. There are 5 cities getting it: Miami, Chicago, San Diego, Syracuse, and my partner's up in Syracuse right now. I got the better job here, and Louisville. So we want to help this community, and this is just part of doing this. And this is the beginning. This is the initial wave of cities, but it's part of a $500 million program, because again, it all stemmed out of Detroit. And that was $150 million multi-year affordable housing, entrepreneurs of color, infrastructure and proper investment, work skills initiatives. It works. And, when we should all be doing this and getting it work, it shows that collaboration actually works in America.
What are they going to do with the money?
This particular money is going to a bunch of local not-for-profits who do work skills initiatives in lower and middle income neighborhoods to get kids both jobs and knowledge about jobs, training for jobs, and also what they need to do to be successful.
It's fantastic, Jamie. I love what you're doing. But you were here years and years ago at Bank One. When you look back at what you've been able to do, from Bank One, rolling up Bank One into JPMorgan, Manny Chemical. Jamie, it's pretty incredible, the company, the empire that you've created.
Yeah, well, I don't call it an empire. It's a great company, and this is one of the headquarters banks was here, by the way. And one of my first trips in the year 2000 at Bank One. I also was on the board of Yum Brands. So I used to come down here for 10 years with Andy Pearson and David Novak. And David, you see, I love you, brother. And so Louisville became my home, and so I'm thrilled that Louisville won this competition too.
I can see the pride.
Yeah.
That's terrific.